Hi, I'm Reggie Peralta, a TV critic for FilmBook. Today, I will be reviewing The Blacklist, Season 6, Episode 8, Marko Jankowics, number 58. Now, The Blacklist is no stranger to violence, as anybody who's watched the show will tell you that, but it's not what I'd call an especially gory show, so this episode really stood out to me because of how gory it was. And I mean, it's probably the most the goriest thing I've seen on TV in a long time, if not the most disgusting thing. Like the opening scene where one of Yankovic's drug mules smuggles in drugs over the country through her womb, and we get to see like the stitches sewing up her belly. That's icky enough for me. But what really pushed it over the edge for me was toward the end, where Wrestler and Keen are interrogating another of his mules, and she starts to overdose, and they have to deliver the drugs, so to speak. And so you see Wrestler getting ready to cut the stitches open, and like deliver a drug baby, and it is pretty hard to watch, actually. I mean, I don't think they don't show the actual full thing. The prosthetic containing the drugs come out, but they show her afterward. They cut away and they show her afterward, and just seeing the prosthetic of the drugs that contain the drugs, to just see it all gelatinous and jiggling and stuff. It's just sickening. It's just it's just visceral feels, very bad feels about this. And yeah, so this episode also has a very quick glimpse of a gunshot wound in the back of a guy who attacks Liz toward the end of the show, in his head. And like super quick, but it stands out for some reason. I don't know why. It really stood out to me. I noticed it, and it stuck with me. So, I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it right now. So, yeah, this episode is very, very gross. More gross than any I've seen any I can remember watching in the past 6 seasons that the show has been going on. Now, this week's Blacklister, Marko Jankowics, is interesting in that he's played by Arnold Vosloo, who is perhaps best known as Imhotep from the Mummy series with Brendan Fraser. And in fact, he looks and sounds the parts, the same part, some 20 years later in an entirely different property. So that's kind of cool, I think. The only thing is that as interesting, as intimidating as he looks and sounds, he doesn't do anything that's especially evil or convinces you that he's evil enough to be a truly memorable Blacklister. Like, yeah, he beats Liz's sister Jennifer for information, and that's horrible, obviously. But compared to some of the other stuff we've seen other Blacklisters do, that's nothing. And compared to the visceral horror of the drug baby abortion that comes up toward the climax of the episode, that's nothing. And he's not even present for that. So it's like, it doesn't speak well to his status as a Blacklister that he's not even present in the most intense moment of his episode. Not only that, but his death is super lackluster. Like, Liz and Keen just get the draw on him, like after he tries to pull his gun on them, and they just shoot him. There's nothing really clever or smart or exciting about it. It's just luck of the draw, and they happen to get lucky this one time, and he didn't, so he's dead now. So yeah, not a very befitting death for a very memorable villain, or a Blacklister, as it were. On the bright side, Red, or the man impersonating Red, is funny as ever. Like, he has a very funny exchange with the warden of the prison he's in about Cyclops, and he's just like, what is up with Cyclops? Like, is the plural of that Cyclopses, or is it singular and plural like deer? Just kind of like the self-absorbed shooting the breeze that we've all come to associate and love from Red. And yeah, it's amazing that 6 seasons of this, and James Spader is still able to do that, just to engage us and entertain us with this very smug, self-absorbed character who just is full of himself. And if he cares about the rest of the world, he doesn't let it show. Or if he's bothered by it, he doesn't let it show. Thank you for listening to my review of The Blacklist, Season 6, Episode 8, Marko Jankowics, number 58. You can find more of my TV show reviews on this YouTube channel and on FilmBook. That's film-book.com. You can also find me on Twitter at Reggie the Writer. If you would like to support this channel and future reviews, consider becoming one of our patrons on Patreon. There's a link to our Patreon below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to FilmBook Review and make sure to click the notification bell icon and select Send Me All Notifications for this channel so that you never miss a review. As always, I appreciate all of your comments and would like to know how you reacted to this episode. Tell me below in the comments section. Until the next time, thank you, and I'll see you then.